The 1970s was the decade that introduced audiences to the concept of bionic superheroes through popular programs like The $6 Million Man and its spinoff, The Bionic Woman. The latter series starred Lindsay Wagner as Jaime Sommers, a tennis pro turned teacher who became critically injured in a skydiving accident. Through advanced technology, Jaime was given bionic implants that gave her superhuman speed, strength, and hearing. Join Factsverse as we reveal Wagner's fascinating recent insights into the makings of a short-lived but pioneering series. The accidental spinoff. Although The Bionic Woman eventually earned its own devoted following, the character of Jaime Sommers originated as a girlfriend for Colonel Steve Austin in a few episodes of The $6 Million Man. When recounting her casting process, Wagner confirmed that when she first joined The $6 Million Man, it was never intended to be more than a short guest role. She was as surprised as anyone when the producers decided to bring the character back and give her a spin-off series. Wagner admitted to feeling hesitant about carrying her own show at first, but once the concept was explained further, she became excited at the prospect of portraying an empowered female hero, which was still rare at the time. Wagner recalled she thought she was done with the role after appearing in just a couple episodes, but the audience reactions were so strong that the network wanted to capitalize on that popularity. The Intense Physicality. Speaking on the demanding stunt work required, Wagner revealed that portraying Jaime's bionic strength realistically in the pre-CGI era required immense physicality. She insisted on performing many of her own stunts, which led to various injuries. Despite only being in her 20s, the taxing stunt work took a major toll on her body. She described the experience as challenging both mentally and physically, as television had rarely depicted a female hero with these kinds of action-packed abilities. She gave huge credit to the ingenious stunt team for rigging practical effects to make her powers seem believable on screen. While green screen is common today, Wagner had to rely on wires, harnesses, trampolines, and clever camera work to pull off those sequences. Switching networks. Wagner explained that after the second season, the unexpected decision was made to switch The Bionic Woman from ABC to NBC. She stated this change stemmed largely from broadcasting rights issues. Since The $6 Million Man remained at ABC, that network refused to allow further crossovers with a series that had moved. According to Wagner, she and her co-stars weighed the options and mutually agreed that switching networks would allow The Bionic Woman to continue evolving on its own. She recognized it was disappointing for fans who enjoyed the crossovers, but called it a necessary compromise. The big salary difference. When addressing the pay discrepancy between her and Lee Majors, who played the $6 Million Man, Wagner explained that Steve Austin was strategically positioned as the undisputed star of the franchise, while Jaime Sommers was treated as a secondary spin-off character. She stated Majors was coming off several successful leading roles, so the studio paid top dollar for him to headline the series. In contrast, Wagner had less existing name value at the time. While she doesn't blame sexism entirely, Wagner noted that Jaime's supporting character status almost certainly enabled the wide pay gap. She observed no actress today would likely accept a $60,000 salary cut compared to the male lead's pay to essentially match their performance. But Wagner emphasized she has no regrets over her groundbreaking role as the Bionic Woman, regardless of the pay disparity. She says the experience itself was priceless, and if anything, overcoming those odds made her performance even more trailblazing. The ill-fated crossovers. When discussing never-realized plans for Jaime and Steve's relationship, Wagner revealed more details about the failed TV movie Bionic Ever After in 1994. She stated it was commissioned with the intent of finally uniting their characters in marriage, but it ran into difficulties due to Lee Majors' scheduling conflicts, which prevented him from participating. Wagner recalled feeling excited to explore Jaime and Steve's relationship again through the reunion movie, but she was devastated when she learned contractual obligations would prevent Majors from co-starring. With him unavailable, the script was rewritten to feature Sandra Bullock as his new love interest, which greatly upset fans anticipating the on-screen wedding. According to Wagner, she lobbied extensively for even a cameo from Majors, but the network refused to accommodate his busy schedule. She expressed regret that external factors continually prevented narrative closure between the characters, as viewers desperately wanted to see. She speculated a current revival could finally unite the Bionic duo, but emphasized both she and Majors would need to participate enthusiastically. No time for stunt preparation. Wagner revealed the rushed filming schedule often left her little time to prepare or train for stunts in advance. She would get script pages just days before shooting, allowing minimal opportunity to rehearse intricate fight choreography or practice technical moves beforehand. She admitted to sometimes feeling like she was flying by the seat of her pants, trying to pull off challenging action sequences. Wagner credited the stunt coordinators for patiently guiding her through each scene with little notice, saying their expertise combined with her own athleticism were crucial for bringing Jaime's strength and agility to life under such a tight timeline. Typecast after the show. While Wagner remains fond of her career-defining role, she confessed it led to significant typecasting in subsequent years. She revealed struggling to get auditions for other kinds of roles, as producers only saw her as the Bionic Woman and doubted her range. According to Wagner, it almost took a decade before she started receiving offers for more dramatic parts again. She says she didn't regret playing the character, but acknowledged being so linked to one role can be limiting for an actor. She was proud of later projects that enabled her to showcase new facets of her talent, but she described initially facing difficulty escaping Jaime Sommers' sci-fi superhero shadow after the show ended. Behind-the-scenes injuries. The physical demands of the stunt work frequently resulted in injuries for Wagner beyond minor scrapes and bruises. She broke her wrist during one mishap while filming a scene hanging from a helicopter skid. Another time, she refused to wear a safety wire for a building fall stunt and ended up badly damaging her knees, dropping onto an airbag below. The show's limited budget and rushed schedule often led to risky situations, forcing her to push through pain and avoid the cost of production delay. Jaime's hidden feminist edge. While some dismissed the Bionic Woman as cheap exploitation TV, Wagner viewed Jaime Sommers as a role model for gender equality ahead of her time. Despite superhuman powers being the main appeal, she worked to give the character complexity beyond physical strength. According to Wagner, she played Jaime as inherently compassionate and reluctant to use violence as a first resort. She also made choices to downplay Jaime's sex appeal, declining requests to wear revealing wardrobe. She felt those nuances helped convey a positive message of female empowerment through brains and empathy over beauty or brawn. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of the Bionic Woman? Let us know in the comments section below.